ache.
Welcome back, everybody, to another MLB The Show franchise mode with the Chicago White Sox. Today, we are playing the Milwaukee Brewers from the NL Central. They're currently like 12.5 out of their division, but they're only 2 out of the wild card. The Cubs are really lighting it up in the NL Central. So this game is going to mean a lot to them. We took Game 1 of the series 15-0, and we dropped Game 2 6-0. Frederick Gonzalez got hit a little bit hard in the 7th inning. But today we look to come back, win the series. We have Lucas Giolito on the mound, and he's going to be going against Chase Anderson. Welcome back, everybody, to Guaranteed Right Field here in Chicago, Illinois. Brewers versus the Chicago White Sox, two teams with very similar records. Difference is the White Sox are on top of the division by a half game, and the Brewers are third in their division, 12.5 out. So two very big differences, but two very good teams here. We're playing a day game. Very excited to start this one as Lucas Giolito is out on the mound making his 21st start. He's 9-5 on the year, a 3.23 ERA that leads the Chicago White Sox. Through 139 innings, he's only given up 133 hits. The strikeouts are great. The walks are great, so he's got a good whip. And he is going to be going against Lorenzo Cain. And as always, guys, we're going to show you the first at bat on both sides of the ball. White Sox have done a good job. Their entire starting pitching has gone at least 7 innings since the All-Star break. And Lucas Giolito looks to continue that here tonight. He got 8 1/3 innings pitched in his comeback from the All-Star break, as that is going to be strike 1 to Lorenzo Cain. And that changeup is going to be just a little bit higher than that fastball for ball 1. 1-1 the count. White Sox trying to get ahead of the Indians, who have been playing well as of late, as it gets into August baseball pretty soon, as that one's going to be fouled up to the side. Last year, the White Sox and the Indians went down to the last couple games of the season before the White Sox clinched the division. And the White Sox are looking to wrap it up quickly here this year, as this one's going to be hit out to left field. Blake Rutherford's going to get underneath it for the first out of this afternoon's ball game. Chase Anderson on the mound for the Brewers. His 21st start of the season, he has a 5-6 record. The ERA is pretty good at 3.66, 113 even innings pitched. He's given up even 100 hits. He's struck out 100. He's walked 34, so pretty good numbers thus far in the 2019 campaign for Chase Anderson. And he's going to go against one of the greatest leadoff hitters of the 2019 season, Adam Eaton. His ERA has dropped down, or his batting average has dropped down to 3.09 now, but he excels in getting leadoff base hits, as this curveball, or changeup, is going to be fouled off for strike 1. Adam Eaton, fresh from his All-Star appearance, is trying to make a great second half, a lot like his first half. Wow. Strike 2 on a pitch that had nothing on the plate. That pitch had none of the plate. So quickly 0-2 the count to Adam Eaton. Trying to get on base, get a good start for the White Sox. As that one's going to be a little blooper. That is going to get caught by the second baseman, ranging out there into right field. A great play there to retire the first out here in the bottom of the first. Orlando Arcia up to the plate. He's only 4 for 23 in his last couple of games. There's 1-0 White Sox after Eloy Jimenez solo shot to center field in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Has the White Sox up ahead. That is going to be strike 1. Lucas Giolito with 2 strikeouts so far. An error by third baseman Matt Davidson, so he has faced 5 batters. As that is going to be a swing and a miss, a big chase. You can see the fans really loving Giolito here, the ace of the staff for the White Sox, as that curveball is going to hang up there. Luckily enough, it's not going to hang over the middle of the plate, but it did hang. And it's fouled off. Count still 0-2. And that curveball is going to get the benefit of the call. Going to nip the corner. And Lucas Giolito gets his 3rd strikeout of the night and the second out here in the 3rd strikeout here in the 2nd inning. Rafael Devers up to the plate. Your first time seeing him as a member of the White Sox in a White Sox uniform. You guys saw him at the All-Star game where he came up to the plate twice in an All-Star game with bases loaded. The second time he hit a grand slam. So definitely impressing a lot of White Sox fans, as he's going to swing past that changeup for strike number 1. Your first time seeing him here as a member of the White Sox in the White Sox uniform. So something I'm excited to see. I'm sure you guys are as well, as he's going to be behind that fastball, and quickly 0-2 the count. A lot in this series, a lot of times when we make trades, you know, a lot of the guys, they struggle in the series when you see them. Hopefully Devers can reverse that curse, as he's going to hit this one to second base. It's going to be a quick little easy ground out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Christian Yelich to the plate. He struck out there in the first inning. You can see he's batting .311 on the season. One of the most pure hitters on the Milwaukee squad. And he's up to bat with 2 outs here in the top of the third. He's got Lorenzo Cain on first, who singled into the left, as that is going to be fouled off for strike number 1. Lucas Giolito trying to retire the side. That fastball is going to be a little bit high for 1-1. Some speed there on first with Lorenzo Cain, as that curveball is going to be off the plate. 2-1 the count. A lot of power sitting at the plate in Christian Yelich, a guy that the White Sox in real life were possibly going to make a trade with, as they're going to throw this one on over the second, as the helmet comes popping off of Lorenzo Cain, but they're going to get the third out, and we go here to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 White Sox. Eloy Jimenez up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning. He had that solo home run in the first. It is 2-0 White Sox after Schiebler got his league-leading 30th home run of the season, a solo shot to right. And now Jimenez is up to plate. This ball is hit pretty deep. Back to the track, and that is gone. His second solo shot of the night, his 22nd of the season. And it is 3-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the fourth, as Jimenez takes Anderson deep for the third time tonight, his third home run given up, and Jimenez gets his second home run of the game. So the big bat's out today for the White Sox, as they get their third hit, all 3 being solo home runs, as this one gets into the Milwaukee bullpen. You can see right there, 3-0 White Sox. Matt Davidson takes this one deep as well. Back to the track, and that one is caught at the wall. Oh my goodness. What a catch by Lorenzo Cain in center field. A possible back-to-back solo shots is caught right at the wall, as Lorenzo Cain goes crashing into the wall. A great catch. Jonathan Villar is up to the plate here in the top of the fifth. Lucas Giolito about to throw his 57th pitch. He's thrown 56, and only 6 of those pitches have been balls, as that is going to be number 7, one that should have been a strike. A surprising call by the umpire here. But now he has only thrown 7 balls the entire night. Lucas Giolito has complete control of all of his pitches, as that is going to be a attempted bunt. Not going to be successful. And 1-1 the count to Jonathan Villar, as that is going to be a changeup that's going to get in on the hands. Schiebler's going to run over to it. He's going to make the catch in foul territory for the second out here. Adolfo Castro up to the plate. 256 on the season at 0 for 1 this afternoon. Here in the bottom of the fifth, he's got Scott Schiebler on base, who singled in the previous at bat. So he's 2 for 2 today. And Castro tries to get on base as well, as this one's going to be hit on over to right field down the line. It's going to stay foul. Thankfully not caught, just a strike. As Castro tries to continue the rally here in the fifth, as he's going to swing on a changeup very well inside for strike 2, 0-2 the count. White Sox still up 3-0 here against the Milwaukee Brewers, trying to get ahead more in the AL Central Division against the Indians. As Castro's going to take this one. What a catch! What a catch by Jonathan Villar. Wow. Or Arcia. One of the two. I'm not sure which one it was. It was one of the two. You can see him leaping up, making the catch. Holy cow, what a catch. Austin Jackson to the plate. You can see he's batting .261 on the season, so pretty good for Austin Jackson, who was a former member of the Chicago White Sox and an outstanding outfielder defensively. He's doing pretty well at the plate for the Brewers this season, as that is going to be ball one outside, a fastball, with one out here in the 6th. Austin Jackson, very well known for his glove. He's putting it up this season, the numbers with the bat, as this one's going to be hit down the line in right field. Scott Schiebler going to dive a little far away from it. 1-1 the count. With one out here. As that curveball is going to be hit to Devers at first base. He's going to make the catch on the fly for the second out. Eloy Jimenez up to bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. He's looking for maybe number 3 here with one out in the 6th. As that ball's going to be hit down the line, and it is going to get foul. So 0-1. Jimenez trying to get his first 3-run home run game of his career. As that one's going to be hit into left field. He's going to get his 3rd hit of the game here with a single. Continuing the 6th here with only one out, as it is still 3-0 White Sox. You can see him taking Chase Anderson to left field for a single. His 3rd hit of the game, and that brings up Matt Davidson. Travis Shaw up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Lucas Giolito has 9 strikeouts through 6 innings pitched. He's here in the 7th, but we're going to go ahead and get a reliever arm warmed up, and we're going to get Mr. Gregory Infante up. Hopefully Giolito can make it through the 7th, but his stamina is getting a little bit worn down. Unfortunately, MLB The Show 18, I wish they would kind of match the stamina with how they're pitching and the pitch count, because he's only thrown 82 pitches and he's only given up 3 singles, but he's already in the yellow in the pitch count. So, a little upsetting, but nevertheless, Lucas Giolito's on cruise control right now in a 3-0 game here in the top of the 7th, as he's quickly got Travis Shaw 0-2, and he's looking to wipe him out for his 10th strikeout. He won't on this one. This one's going to go to right field over the head of Scott Schiebler. He's going to get it in, hopefully quick enough, and he will not. Scott Schiebler, not very well known for his defense, probably his weakest attribute as a major league player, but Travis Shaw is going to double here into right. The 4th hit of the game for the Brewers, and his first hit tonight. Blake Rutherford takes this one deep to the wall, and it is gone! The 4th solo shot of the night. Blake Rutherford getting in on the action, and his 4-0 White Sox here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Blake Rutherford getting one deep into right field, into the Milwaukee Brewers bullpen, and the White Sox advantage now goes up 1 more to 4. You can see Blake Rutherford very excited to join in the slugfest here this afternoon in Chicago. Blake Rutherford has had a lot of power so far since his call-up, and he's shown it here against Boone Logan, who came in the pitch for Chase Anderson. And this one, much like previous home runs, is a solo shot to right field. Makata takes this one deep, and this one is gone! A 3-run shot for the White Sox. Yohan Makata in the bottom of the 7th makes it 7-0 as he hits a 3-run shot here with 2 outs. Dingers for days for the White Sox here as they hit their 5th home run this afternoon. Yohan Makata getting in on the slugfest as well, scoring Castro and Eden, who both singled. And the White Sox advantage them as Yohan Makata gets his 18th of the year. A lot of power for Yohan Makata, who's been batting in the 2nd spot of this lineup. Christian Yelich up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 in this afternoon's game, as it is now 7-2 White Sox. Lorenzo Cain with a 2-run shot straight away to center field off of Zach Duke, as that fastball is going to be taken for strike 1. Zach Duke giving up the first 2 runs of the game for the Brewers, and now he's up against Christian Yelich, a very good player for the Milwaukee Brewers. As that curveball's going to hit his spot, ever since he lost his confidence on that confidence meter, he's really been hitting his spots. So, hopefully he continues to lose his confidence, as it is back. And that one's going to be hit to Matt Davidson at 3rd, and it's going to get past him. I don't know if they're going to rule that an error. If so, that would be his 2nd error of the game, but Christian Yelich is going to get on base here in the top of the 8th to continue the inning. Rafael Devers up to the plate. 0 for 3 tonight, or this afternoon I should say. 7-2 White Sox. Zach Duke getting out of the inning with a double play. 1 out here in the 8th against Matt Albers, a former White Sox, as Devers is going to ground this one to second, as he is now 0 for 4 in his series kind of debut, if you exclude the All-Star game, for the second out here in the 8th. 1 out here, top of the 9th inning. Gregory Infante in to close out the game. It's not a safe situation, as that is going to be ball 1. He's got to run on first, so the double play is a possibility. This one's going to be popped up behind the plate. Castro's not going to be able to get to it, as that is going to be strike 1. That is a fantastic curveball, getting him to swing outside for it. I think he's going to go back to another breaking pitch. It looks like to be the slider on this one. This one could be the double play to end the game. Moncada to Anderson to Devers. A game-ending double play. The White Sox take this one from the Brewers, 7-2. Mike Butcher very excited, seeing stellar offense and defense and pitching from his Chicago White Sox, not only in today's game, but since the All-Star game. They've won now 5 of their 6 coming out of the break, and they are looking like a motivated team, as they were tonight, hitting a bunch of home runs. I believe the number was 5 home runs, 4 of them being solo shots. You can see the final box score, 2-7-0 for the Brewers, 7-10-1 for the White Sox. Giolito moves to 10-5 on this season, as Anderson gets his 7th loss, making him in 5-7. A big win for the White Sox, trying to stay ahead in the division. And let's take a quick look at the highlights from this afternoon's game. Bottom of the first, Eloy Jimenez hit the first solo shot of the afternoon, straight away to center field in the bottom of the first, making it 1-0 White Sox. Nice and early. You can see right before that, Ivy. And then bottom of the third, Scott Schieber hitting his league-leading 30th home run of the season. He was batting in the 8th spot tonight. Tim Anderson to the 7th. Right out the majestic sign there in the Milwaukee bullpen. 2-0 there in the third. Then bottom of the fourth, Jimenez getting his 2nd shot of the night. One of many to go into the Milwaukee bullpen. 3-0. A 3rd solo shot of the night for the White Sox. Bit of a tongue twister. 3rd solo shot. And then Lucas Giolito was dominant, throwing only a handful of balls throughout the entire night, going almost 100 pitches and throwing no more than 15 balls, I believe so, as he struck out Kane here, one of his either 11 or 12 strikeouts tonight through 7 innings pitched. This was his last strikeout, of the game. Or maybe not. This was the last one. It was an inning-ending strikeout as he struck out the side in the top of the 7th. Still 3-0. Blake brought the 3rd in the bottom of the 7th, homering to right. Another one getting into Milwaukee's bullpen. 4-0 White Sox in the 7th. And the 4th solo shot of the night. But it wasn't done there, as Yohan Moncada, batting from the right side, hitting a 3-run bomb into left field. No bullpen for this one. 7-0 White Sox in the 7th inning. White Sox putting up their 5th home run of the afternoon. Total of 6 home runs, though, because you got to count this one. Lorenzo Cain hitting a bomb to center field. 7-2. It was a 2-run shot, getting right over Adamian's head. And that would be the final score. But top of the 9th, a double play to end it out. Moncada to Anderson to Devers, the new guy from the Boston Red Sox, to the Chicago White Sox. And the White Sox take this one today, 7-2. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for hanging out with us as the White Sox take a huge victory against Milwaukee. We set a game and a half up on the Indians. We're 59-42, so we're almost at our 60th win of the season. Looking to continue that. We're off on today's game, and then we go into the trade deadline, and then August baseball, and soon before you know it, it's going to be September baseball. And hopefully by the end of this season, we'll be playing some October baseball. And who knows, maybe some November, December, and January baseball. I don't really know. We'll see. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. I had a lot of fun. Hope you did as well. If you did enjoy, please remember to like and subscribe. It goes a long way for us so we can continue to make this content for you. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. We will see you next episode.